Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wildermyth, where today we find ourselves in a little bit of an awkward situation. We're just gonna have to be a little bit more careful. Here's the thing, today, no deaths. We're not even gonna die once. We're gonna hang out here in this field with all these delightful sheep, and is this a gold mine, or I don't know what's going on here. And just heal up for a second so that when we move into the next area, we don't die. But given the difficulty of the encounters so far, it definitely seems like on this difficulty, we're going to have to actually care about calamity cards getting added. So that's nice. We'll start moving before Galadglin's fully healed. But that's probably good enough. Let me just give him a little bit of a head start on that. Because we really can't get into a fight until we're done scouting, right? So it looks like I could have left even one health point sooner, probably. It's been how many days? Also, I want to apologize in advance for the quality of my voice. Apparently we found Sonetta, which I'm overjoyed about. Boy, the pollen outside is brutal, and the over-the-counter allergy stuff that I'm taking apparently is just not up to the task. So you may hear a wheeze here and there. Apologies in advance. Summer's practically done. Did we really wander all this way, senseless? The fire carves light out of logs. Why do I feel like everything I knew before is long ago and far away? It's a weird facial expression to be having while saying that. Because you have a terrible memory. A stark change can feel like that, maybe. You're a plum that's fallen from its tree, or a pine cone, or even a baby bird. Old laws you never could have perceived seem to have risen up to govern you. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He's pretty attentive to Cherry. So apparently Ennius is a little bit of a jealous type. Hey, Galadglin, can you help me with, can you turn these pages? My hands have to hold it up, and it's kind of heavy. This is very transparent. Time wanders. Their piled tinder drains to a scatter of the most interesting pieces, the ones they're reluctant to burn. Ennius is able to translate large sections of the archaic text. Also, I appreciate the text can only be so reactive, right? But it really shouldn't unfold this way when the character who is in the Galadglin position has arms that are made of fire, right? A little later, but I just don't know if it's more than a picture book. There's a reverent quality to the way the Kiorans write about these monsters. It's beautifully considered, and there are aspects that are interesting, but some of us should try to shut our eyes. Don't want you tired, you know? Who's this? Outlaws? Poachers? I wonder if Sonetta and Galadglin will recognize each other. Because, it's necessarily the case that you have to bring two characters from your legacy, but they don't necessarily have to have been characters who were in the same story together previously. I guess we'll see. Do they look like the printer's kids? Maybe she recognizes them. The hill painter's approach is noiseless. Evening to you three. Can I beg a bit of food and some warmth? Galadglin clears the shrinking fire in a bound. Behind me, you two. Wait, isn't that Sonetta Clover? Forgive me, I remember your last name. I'm glad to see you're well, but odd you're all the way out here. From the Toro print shop, right? Yeah, that's us. Mom was Liana Toro. It's all right, Galadglin, we know this woman. This lady was obsessed with our mom. Huh? No, I needed a lot of printing done. Just a huge amount of printing, constantly. They introduced themselves around the fire. When was I at your shop last? It can't have been too long. Been at least 2 circuits of the seasons. You know, it is a good idea to invent a word that means year. Spoken like the consummate shopkeeper. I suppose you missed my custom? My brother's kept the family finances since he was 11. Mom, sadly, encouraged it. Well, you can't fault him for being shrewd. But yeah, you two put my last book together after I went expecting your mom. Liana was too kind. She always seemed more eager for the work than the coin, and I guess I underpaid her. A lot. I'm still sorry she's gone. You know, one time Oh, but sorry. Anyway, came wandering this way and saw your fire. I have to tell you, forest is dangerous these days. Things have come crawling out of... I want to take a moment to address that. That's a really weird thing in the... that seems to be quite common in the writing of this game. A character starting to say something and then interrupting themselves to say some version of, oh, but, and then interrupting that to change the subject. I've never heard anyone in actual life speak in that pattern, but it is all over this game's writing. It's very strange. Do you know the Thrixel? You know of them? Have you seen them? Where? What can you tell us? I was tracking a whole thream of them. Weren't threatening me, and I didn't want their attention, so I only caught the briefest glimpse of them. Their heading was unmistakable. Calmpire. They're heading for our home. I was able to get around them, those Thrixel, get a warning to the townsfolk. But, going by the tone of their response, I doubt they fled. I don't think they believed me. Is this happening? How well do you know these lands? How well do I, Sinetta Clover, know these lands? That was the question. The way she responded makes me nervous, that the answer is not that well, actually, but I like to pretend otherwise. You were that hill painter who'd come to town sometimes, peddling hill charms people would buy. Yeah, it sounds like me, though I should clarify. I wasn't born among them, the hill painters. I was found in bad shape, rescued, and took to their way of life. Started collecting their lore, getting volumes printed, and bringing it back to them. You got them printed by Aeneas's mother. Now I see. Yeah. These two, Cherry and Aeneas, were raised by the worthiest soul this side of the stars. I'll always think that. Losing her for a mother would break something in me. You clearly have something else you want to ask. Is it about the arms? Everybody wants to ask about the arms. It's very rude. Well, yeah. I had a teacher far from here. Came from hill painting people. Martelia Wickle? Martelia Wickle. No, sorry, it's no one I've heard of. You can't... Gladwin, you can't just act like all hill painters know each other. Right, it was too much to hope for. Anyway, think you can kill Thrixel? Yeah, Thrixel, if that's what's needed. My adopted people have legends of Thrixel, but legends is all I believe they were. Do those legends include a Mothman? You gonna say you met the Mothman? You too? By all and any gods, you're loopy, aren't you? The Mothman, now that is a tall tale. How is she gonna be like, yeah, this one tall tale came true, but all the other ones are nonsense? There's no way. Well, it looks like this area of the map's not gonna clear up, so we are going to have to get through a mountain pass, and this is gonna be a nightmare. At least we have a scout now. Or rather, a hunter to make the scouting go faster. So... I'm not so worried about cards getting added to the other decks. Do we want to stop this Seeker from happening? Target takes damage every turn until they remove the Mindworm. How does one remove a Mindworm? Well, given the amounts of damage we're doing right now, I think it's probably a pretty bad idea for us to let an enemy have plus 40% health. And this looks scary, right? The enemies we have right now seem like half the time disinclined to attack us. They'd rather interfuse things. I'm just going to go ahead and we'll just cancel that. Hopefully we will not need to do any recruiting anytime soon. So we don't have to fight. We could avoid combat. But... no, we definitely want to level up though, right? And doing a combat is like almost, yeah, it costs 0 time. We should absolutely do combat whenever we can, because we need to get stronger. Our stars climb high tonight. Oh, are those ones ours? Always climbing around, our little stars. It's a good omen. You believe in omens, Cherry? Well, you start to. You spend enough time alone, you start having conversations with existence, omens, signs, fortune. There's as much out there as you're willing to find. Maybe. For my own delvings into omen and fortune and all, I see little evidence for... Oh, that looks like an omen. I've seen an omen before. I'm familiar with Warhammer. Okay, we're all really bad at whatever it is we're doing here. So Gladglin tries to remember a story and probably fails. Cheery tries to read a sign and probably fails. Or Ennius. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is that we're 20% likely to succeed at here. So we're going to click this and see. Am I depriving myself of something important? Am I the fool inheritor who leaves the family ruby buried, refusing to dig out the old garden? Ah, yes, a reference to that classic piece of folklore. Everybody knows that one. I just don't think I'll ever see it. Maybe that's the difference. Oh well, what's that line between the book witch and... Treasure these questions, clove the witch, grinning wide. They'll distract you from aging. They'll lengthen your stride. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, it's not clear to me, like, was the thing that success represented there him remaining skeptical because he's able to dismiss what appears to be her nonsense, or him being convinced? Like, the line didn't make it clear which direction was success and which one was failure. All right. I suppose we succeeded because our stunt chance has been doubled. That probably wouldn't have happened if nothing had occurred. So let's open up with Sinetta. Sinetta has to run further forward than I would like. And of course, the moment I'm like, yeah, we probably won't have to worry about the non-Thrixel cards. Here are all the non-Thrixel enemies. Well, so we got our Fire Chicken. We still have Thunderstomp as well. Right, because that's part of the core transformation. Man, she's really good. She is a very powerful unit. I might just run in here and thwack this dude. And it's more important to get rid of the other guy, but I can't, right? Here, let's run up on you. We'll give you the old suplex. I like to imagine that that's what a backslam is. If we'd actually managed to move him, then we hit him from this side, and then anybody hitting him from out here is getting the flanking shot, which would have been lovely. So that's already lit, right? Yeah, okay. We can just bounce the fire. I think that's probably my move. I have to move all the way in here to make that happen, though. That's unfortunate. Well, wall up with your dude. I definitely care about the dart more than I care about the other guy. Cowering. Plus 30% block and dodge. Once per combat. If damaged, gain... Okay. Well, dude's gonna take... Wait, 30% block and dodge? I don't exactly know how the defensive stats roll together. It may be the case that this guy's functionally unhittable. But then again, if we tried to hit him from the right angle, it should be guaranteed, right? This won't be able to reach him... A barrage should work, right? It's more than 90 degrees off. I would think so, anyway. And we can stay out here. Enjoy this big bag of hammers. Okay, so now I think he's going to die at the beginning of his turn from damage from the fire, right? It usually does 2 damage. Regenerates 25% of total health at the end of its turn. So probably we'll wall up here. If I go Chain Lightning, no, they're too far apart. I can't kill this one anyway. So I'm debating whether I need to just blast this dude. I could heroism, but we're not going to kill that guy anyway. I'm not going to hit this guy. Yeah, I guess let's attack here because I'm not going to hit the other one. Okay, yeah. Interfused Blaze does 2 damage at the beginning of the turn. It is a delight. Oh, cowardice. Look at the cowardice. And sadly, no backslams from me. But I do manage to pierce the rest of his armor. Light fire on an adjacent tile. Man, that's going to be really useful with the double interfusers. This is a pretty good situation. So the shark trap doesn't do damage unless something steps onto it, I'm assuming. Like, we can't just throw it at him and damage him now. I could run up there and smack him with my staff, I guess. How much damage does it do if I just punch someone? 3, it says. Let's give it a shot. I don't actually know what governs accuracy. I should have had her interfuse something just to have an interfusion going. We know not where enemies will approach from, so let's go ahead and set a shark trap. Did it? It took it off the cursor, but no, okay, it will not set it in the doorway. Okay, I made traps for everybody. Hey everyone, I made us a big trap. And Sonetta will just sit right here and be ready to open the door next turn. Do I want to I probably want to gather up at the door a little bit more than that. Let's spend a turn just prepping position here. And we can interfuse something else in this room, maybe. Probably not. All right, Sonetta, kick open the door dramatically. Oh no, it's the stumps. Okay, they're pretty tough and they hit pretty hard. So what we probably want to do here is hit this guy in the back first, if we can. To guarantee Galadglin's attack, which will be a little bit more meaningful than the others. Yeah, pretty solid. I feel pretty okay about that plan. And then mayhap I can just keep this dude still for a second. That would be pretty helpful. All right, pinned for 2. So it's a shame I am spaced the way I am, because I would love to be able to swift... I guess I can't swift action Fire Chicken anyway, because I swift action to open the door. The dart has extra health, but not extra damage. I guess I just have Sonetta walk up and kill this thing. Yeah, she's only got 1 armor. I don't want to commit her to the room too deeply. And there's no reason for it not to be a full chain lightning. Okay, so that guy's still pinned for another turn. So let's have... Oh, Cherry can't quite get the grasp of anything in the room, and I'm sure the same will be true for Ennius, yeah. Shoot. Really wanted something to hit the guy from behind, so he's distracted for the same reason as always. Alright, well, what we can do is grab a barrage here. That's a shame. And we don't have a way of stunning him or anything. I'm just going to run up and crack him across the face. No, I am not. He is extremely difficult to actually hit. The coward doesn't even trigger until he's damaged, so like right now, Right now I'm feeling very weak. So the stump is still going to be pinned. We have a moment here. All right, get the cower started up. And then we will... Can I just drop a big fire on this dude? Hell yeah. Okay. So the stump is... Oh no, the fire went out. I was gonna say the stump's just like dead for free, but no, we do have to actually hit him again. What I could do here is I could just start a fire in this room with the fire chicken, and then we could somebody can infuse it onto him potentially. What is going to be the right way to deal with this? I guess if I have Galadglin run in here and attack from this angle, it'll be pretty easy to get flanks on the haunt. Most attacks will count as flanks against this haunt now. So, like, run in here. Man, I wish I could get one more space. If I could get adjacent to this guy with my first move, then we could fire chicken him and then heroism, and just, like, the amount of damage I would get to lay out is truly horrendous. All right, we are definitely firing heroism this turn. I think I am still going to start a fire. All right, one of them is going to dump that fire on him, and the other, we got to kill this guy off. You know, what if I just shackled him? Okay, cool. Don't go anywhere. It feels a tiny bit unsporting to keep that dude just chained to the wall for the entire battle. But it does get the job done. Oh, hey, another shield. Wonderful. Unfortunately, very few people in the party are allowed to equip items. Yeah, I know. The thing is, we have a lot of shields. The haunt has gained extra damage. Quite a bit of extra damage, sadly. So, okay, I do not have the option of claiming things. Oh, yay, a mountain pass has already been built here. Lovely. Do we need to... No, we don't need to sit back, right? Galadglin will heal up. Sinetta and Ennius have become rivals, presumably because Sinetta also is trying to get it on with Galadglin. What even are words? How even does one word? So this is... Okay, this one's Thrixel. In the deep caverns beneath Calmpire Cave. Ennius, keep up! I'm just checking out these crystals. I can't tell if they're gemstones or just shiny rocks. Besides, the torches are all up in the front. It's hard to see where I'm... Whoa! It's good. Solid voice acting there, me. Way to go. And he has fallen through the floor and landed on the wump, which is never a good sign. What? Where? Wow. Okay, he's having a hard time doing words here. He found a big rock. How long has this been down here? And how much is that gem worth? It's jammed in there pretty tight. I like the sound of exertion combined with the fact that he is clearly not touching it or trying to wrench it loose in any way. It's just like he was trying to do a little bit of like Jedi force pull action, and it just won't work. I mean, I should definitely pry it out, obviously. Can't see anything going wrong here. If I could just get my knife in under there. Nope, it's definitely humming now. Something's wrong. And now he's a smurf. Oh dear. That's, well... Ennius, there you are. Where did you... What happened to your face? I'm not... There was this gem in the statue. Oh, it should have been worth a fortune, damn it. Well, whatever happened, the Thrixel must have heard that scream. Form up, they'll be all over us now. Okay, well, I managed to jam a gem in his face. Oh no. Everybody's got an extra hit point. That is the opposite of what I need. What's the deal with your face, friend? He's got that old gem eye. Wow, +6 stunt chance. That rules. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Okay, that's fun. Honestly, probably one of my favorite things about the game is the transformation systems. I like a big weird thing going on. So let's have... How do we want to take advantage of the flank here? I probably want Galadglin to push up front. Except he can't get adjacent to that thing. Galadglin needs more speed. Stupid fire legs. Alright, what do we get here? We can bone wall. We're probably just gonna bone lance, right? It's a shame that it won't be able to hit both of them. Alright, let's have her interfuse this. And we'll just hit a splinter blast right now. This thing has way too much armor. And now that it's been hit on that side, we can do hopefully some real work. Although, it's awfully mighty, this thing. Alright. Sonetta runs up to it, drops a fire. I love you, fire chicken. Oh, we didn't even get our bounce. That's a shame. And then I think I probably want to go ahead and step up with Ennius. So we shouldn't have to hit it, right? Probably not. I'm going to step up so that we get the wall here, and then I'm going to use my arches. Wait, can I not? Oh wow, he can only arches like really close to himself. Well, okay, the shark trap's pin. Oh no, it only took 1 damage from the fire. It does not pierce all of the warding. Sucker. Alright, so what's up with your mind worm? Okay, we just have to spend an action removing it. Okay. What is the... I have no idea why there's a little... Is that on everybody's? Yeah, okay. Apparently that symbol's always been there. So they have interfused with this. We could just break it. So I can't fire chicken again for a couple of turns. So what I might do is move up Thunderstomp and then remove Mindworm, because obviously we are going to have to pull the Mindworm. But Thunderstomping here will let us get flanking shots in from the other angle. And I think the enemies are far enough away that they're not... boy, I am worried about this, though. We're going to have to break this. And we don't have much scenery to work with over here. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried. All right, I'm going to do like I said. I'm going to step up here. We're going to Thunderstomp. Damn it. Because the thing is, we have to kill it now, right? The plan was it'll probably get stunned. If it doesn't get stunned, we now have to kill it to stop it from killing Sonetta. Okay, maybe it turns out not to be a big deal. And then somebody has to kill this thing. It has 2 health, so hopefully it won't be a big deal. I can't quite discus out to there. I can discus to break this loom, but that feels... Well, Cherry, why don't you step over here and just crush this thing? And then... We just lay out more Shark Trap? That's not bad. Oh, now they're alarmed. So I'm assuming nothing bad will happen if I step on the traps, but I guess I don't actually know that. I guess let's open with you. I'm going to move you up into position to distribute some wall value. Huh, I'm surprised that wasn't a flank, because the other attack came from up here. That's like 135 degrees. Well, am I just going to run forward and smash him then? Now I have the flank. It's still only 33% chance to hit, but it might start a fire under him. It didn't, but it gives me a fire to interfuse at least. I do wish that there was a little bit more like feedback style effects in this game. You know, in like something like XCOM, when things link together and then one of the linked things dies, the thing that did the linking suffers some kind of a penalty. It would definitely make my life a lot easier dealing with these enemies if they also suffered in such a way. So he doesn't actually have any attacks, right? Slice is 2 range, but like my point is he has to come over here. So I'm not going to go over there. I'm going to move up, and then we're going to cone of fire him. Sadly, we do not really have a good plan for breaking his warding. That would be very helpful. But we do have lots of fires and stuff. Yeah, we need a better plan for getting through all of this armor and warding. Fortunately, our melee character is equipped with an axe. Okay, good. All of the fires that they interfused immediately went out. But we're going to need more than just that axe, unfortunately. So what is the range on Chain Lightning? 4? Not quite enough. Boy, what is my plan here? Fire Leash allows a jump of 3. Could grab a Constrict here. That might be able to reach him. Yeah, I mean, I think I want to move up. Let's see about the Constrict. Wait, what is this? It's just some torches. Just more ways to start a fire, in case I thought that was a thing we needed to do. And I guess with her, we're just... I mean, I may as well Silk Step with her, right? So when you're Gray Planed, your normal attacks ignore armor, but it does not allow you to ignore warding the same way, it looks like. I mean, you move up here and just hit Guardian, I guess. Cherry can step up, and Bone Lance is... Okay, Bone Lance reaches. May as well try. And then, yeah, you step all the way up, and then Silk Step as far out of the way as you can. Okay. So, at this point, I can just move through a friendly interfused fire, right? I guess I could also just move it. Or, sorry, it's Ennius who has it. Do I want her to just put that other fire out? Is that going to be better? It doesn't seem like there's any way to know exactly when a fire will go out. I suspect there's a die roll involved. But I'm wondering if the best thing she can do in this circumstance is just extinguish the thing he's interfused. Maybe. Because I think whether or not we do that determines whether it makes sense for Ennius to move, right? I was really hoping I could jump it all the way through to the Thrusk. Well, this will have to do. So we'll take some damage there. And then I will run up and I will smash him real good. And Gladglin's really putting himself in harm's way here. I guess we should probably backslam. But I don't know where I want to backslam this guy to. Can I just leave him there? Nope, you are not allowed to not move them. He's in the perfect spot, though. Wish I could backslam him into the other enemy. That would be nice. Then I guess I just attack. Like, I really don't want him to move. Actually. Yeah, there is a way to just... I don't have to worry about the fire if I just kill them. I considered popping heroism there. I thought there was a chance there were more enemies. If I had known they were the last enemies, obviously I would have fired it. But I was unsure whether or not, like, if she had missed one of them, it would have been real bad. So, knock the target into another enemy to displace it. Deal half damage, but hobble both enemies. That's something. I do like Untouchable a lot. Making enemies run away is way more sensible on this difficulty. It seemed like a thing you would never want to do on the lower one. But honestly, Untouchable seems very strong. And then Ennius, looking real happy for a guy with that much rock in his face. Dealing 1 true damage to hostile creatures who enter adjacency with him for any reason. I want to try this thing where they get adjacent to people. Hold on a second. Let me look at you. So we took arches before. The thing is, we'd want to do it on Cherry, right? Because, like, Cherry has the stone thing where she gets bonus stats when interfused with a stone. So maybe what we want is to make arches more usable. Three armor and 2 warding to himself or a nearby... You know what? Tinker. Tinker seems fun. And then this is actual damage. Sinetta's thing scales with both damage and potency, right? Shoot, where is that? Oh, I totally forgot about this. That's interesting. Where does it list her moves? Because this does not have the actual thing on it. Oh, there it is. It's got its own entry for some reason. She scales twice as much with bonus damage and potency. Yeah, she gets it then. She is going to make the best use of it by far. Ooh, that was close. Thanks for blowing our cover. Blowing our cover. Do you know what that gem was worth? So, now what? I don't know. It feels cold, I guess, but it sees like normal. I guess I learned to live with it? Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Just try to keep up next time, okay? And ominously, the thing we took the stone out of hums in the background. And the Thrixel have bards now. What do you think Thrixel music sounds like? I bet it's like EDM. I just have that feeling. So I guess we can just hit the return button here, right? We could craft or upgrade an item. We don't really have a lot of resources though. Yeah, let's just press the return button. This will be the final fight of the chapter. This should be 20 days, should be plenty of time for Sinetta to heal up, right? It looks like actually it's not going to be. Let's gather here for a moment. Hooray, friendly territory and not traveling or anything. Okay, now we go. Nope, she did not get that last point back. I am not good at timing this yet. Nectar Mill. That old lady said that old lady would always scowl when she saw me on the road. She hates everyone. It's horribly quiet. Is this what it's like coming home? No. Something's askew. There's chimney smoke. It can't be abandoned. Nothing appears out of place, and there's no damage. The only sounds are boot scrapes, feeble breeze, and their own talk. No birds. The great liars make the truth sound strange and improbable. Into the town center they file. A cloud-cased sun renders the world in dreary, bloodless hues, and she is quite annoyed at that. A person. Oh, visitors. Who's that? The mayor. At least he's... Welcome to Calmpire. This is one of the towns. This is one of those towns. You know, the towns that exist, this is at least one of them. What are you saying? One of the towns? Well, it's definitely one of the towns that exist, isn't it? Why, it's the most extant town on the map. Hey. Schoolmaster, there's drool on your... I'm lost? I think I'm lost. The illusory prison is the hardest to flee when you don't know escape is necessary. It kind of seems like Galadglin figured out what was happening before he had any reason to have figured out what was happening, which makes me very suspicious. And also there is Bug. A rasping noise starts, stutters, and skips. It comes from nowhere and everywhere. This is a neat effect. As if a cat snagging his claws through the fabric of creation, reality snaps, runs, and violently curls. Bits of truth begin leaking into view. Is that a person? It's the miller, old Mornarian Nectar. That Mothman warned us what we'd see. There's so many flies. Death! We have to run! Death! Finally, the real town of Calmpire spills into view like a half-eaten corpse dumped from its shroud. Back, old fool. Hide. Okay, yep, the death is coming. Everybody should probably run. Here are the horrors you hunted. Don't be scared or angry. Just fight. Yeah, that's good. Just tell people not to feel emotions. That'll help. It stumbles through fly clouds. By any and all gods. Okay, so it seems like the Thrixl turn people into Thrixl somehow? Madam Wickle, Martelia Wickle, are you... Careful, I don't think she's herself. Fear and chaos descend, and have been descending for about 10 panels at this point, so if it's going to happen, it should probably happen. There's an awful lot of, in these stories, there's a ton of standing around talking in situations where either the scene has fully concluded and we should just move on, or something else should be occurring. Yeah, the writer has a hard time exiting dialogue mode. So, what is this aura on the ground here? Deal magic to enemies adjacent to the interfusion. Okay. So he can do damage to adjacent to things that he has interfused. Are you the aura? Units that come near or are near the Lost Master at the start of its turn have a chance to be stunned. Affected by warding. That sucks a huge amount. That's really bad. So I'm assuming that's Splinter Blast. That's probably pretty good here. I mean, do we want to fall back and try to force them through a bottleneck or something? Because we can get inside this building. That is probably the smarter play. All right, let's back it up. I still want to be able to fight while we're backing it up. So can you... Okay, you can interfuse this now. Interfuse, take a full move backward, and then Splinter Blast. Alright, couple of points of armor shredded. Good news. I could start a fire. I'm going to start a fire. Thank you, chicken. And then fleeing. And then, I mean, we may as well Silk Step, right? Oh! It's way more enemies. Cool, great, excellent. Well, in that case, I'm really glad we are backing up. Really? That can't... Remarkable. Alright, well... Get close to him. And you, sadly, don't really get to do anything. Oh, cool. Yeah, wow, screw this. Okay, so this seems not even remotely possible then. If we get inside, a lot of them aren't going to be able to fit through the doorways. I guess it's like literally our only hope. I was running for this building, but now I'm wondering. So if we kill the bard, does it unstridulate the thrusts? Because if not, I don't see how this is survivable. Like even a little bit. I guess if we kill the Lost Master, maybe it just ends the fight, and the idea is you have to just rush the Lost Master and burn it out, because there's no way to win the actual, like, a long-term battle here. That might be doable. That's not that much health. Unless you try to come near it and you get stunned, in which case you have moved forward and are dead. How are we gonna... What is my strat here? I mean, it's basically, it has to be a rushdown. There's no other option. So... we're going to do this in Cone of Fire and hope that it starts a fire that we can manipulate. The Master does not actually have, like, almost any warding. Did you get stunned? No. Okay, cool. Ah, that's a shame. And, like, we have to be really careful with everybody else, right? Because... most of us probably will get stunned. He has a lot of warding, so he gets away with it. I guess, how much health is this? This rebel has too much health. Yeah. Alright, we can... arches here and pin many of the enemies. And then... Cherry can interfuse the tree and blow it up and strip some more stats off of them. They both dodged. Cool. Oh, no, sorry. Aeneas is automatically interfusing the tree and as such can't. She cannot also grab it. That's actually a real shame. It would be really nice to be able to do that. All right, well, what we can do is Discus. We can throw a really whack discus here. You know, at least it shredded and stuff. It did some things. So you have no... That's rough. She has no warding at all. I wish that this had a number on it. Like, chance to be stunned, warding decreases chance is almost not any information at all. And I really need information in the situation I find myself in. So I think we have to... Well, I was going to say I think we have to pop heroism, but if I pop heroism here, then fire at this guy and kill him, I won't even have any use for the extra action point. But it's probably going to take... My guess is we're not going to hit that first shot. So let's just go for it. Okay, don't hit either shot. Well, this looks pretty bad. Oh, I forgot about the teleport, right. Wow. Just one shot you from full, huh? Probably don't die. I think we need you. Alright, so she's gonna bounce. That's, pretty bad news. Okay. Well, now you can splinter blast your tree, which is kind of cool. I can backslam you to just move you out of the way so that I can run past you to, to do a melee attack. And then... Fingers crossed? Does that end the battle? It totally does. Hooray! Yeah, that is the only way that this is even remotely possible. Madam Wickle, do you even know me? Yep, that's it. You got it. First try. Still too much arm, boy. Power from the trunk. I don't have a trunk. Your elbow's flying like a kite. Here I come. And then she whooped him. So even in the flashback here where he's like a scrawny kid, he still has the firearms. It's interesting how that element of him has sort of like crept backwards in the stories about him. And yet, I bet there is still, when people tell the story of how he got firearms, I'm sure he is already sort of a steadfast, hard-headed adult. Come on, Galadglin. Mistress Wickle, I'm sorry. I keep fixing one thing and screwing up another. How we fall down all the time. That's why we have to get good at it. Perfection's a long way off, but if we keep tripping forward, we'll fall closer and closer to our goal. Okay, I like that phrasing of it. I'll use everything you gave me, and you taught me not to waver. Well, I guess we did it, and hooray for us. Oh no, the fight's not over. Oh, yeah, then how is this possible? Okay, so we run inside. Like, if these things can be anywhere near us, there's no way for us to survive the battle, right? Cherry falls back and loses health for the rest of the campaign. Aeneas, I guess it's got to be Aeneas if we're thinking we want to try to do the other thing with Cherry. But I'm also thinking it's probably irrelevant because this is not a... I'm also thinking this is probably not actually doable. Like in a long-term sense. Open the door, get inside. And you run over here and do the same thing. And hopefully only the little ones can actually move through the door. I don't think that's... Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we've seen things move through doorways that are larger than they are before. And yes, that is in fact the case. So we're dead. But in my defense, we're only dead because this is impossible. Yeah, okay. So they took over a table. Got a cabinet. I mean, a Splinter Blast seems pretty good here. I'm going to step back before I do it. Oh, you know, a fireplace, actually. Setting up a fire in the doorway? You know what? Let's just Splinter Blast. I will say this. I have a new appreciation for Splinter Blast. All right, so they interfused that. Let's try to start some fires in here. Because if we interfused a fire that was in somebody's space and then fire leashed that onto somebody else, it would deal damage to both of them. That's what I was thinking. Looks like we are not going to be so lucky. Is there anything in here that can be barraged? Yes. Hurl a potter's wheel at him. Well, that wasn't very good. So if I backslam you, I still have a little bit of... Huh. I have 3 armor, but it's not showing any damage at all on the thrust. It should, right? Alright, let's, Let's throw out another Splinter Blast. Wow, the area of this one is smaller than they generally are. I guess that's all I'm doing with it? Yeah, that was definitely just less than we usually get. So I guess I have to do a real attack here to guarantee this thing actually dies. Hooray for untouchability. All right, we do have kind of a real bottleneck now. Interfuse this bed. Just gonna keep blasting, Splinter Blasting everybody. Ah, man. A lot of dodging going on here. Not a big fan of how much dodging is happening. Right, if I create a gap, a Dweaver can just teleport into the gap. I forgot about that. Well, crud. I mean, it's over. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I think that there is a possible strategy here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tap out. Well, I guess we should die properly so that the game can give us the restart, right? Look at all those explosions, boy. Splinter Blast. The hit chances on Splinter Blast not looking so good. All right, I just need some time to recover. It's fine. Oh wait, except we're all dead, and then all the enemies became hidden because we no longer had eyes. Well, I'm gonna have to think about that one. So we'll pick it up again right here, I guess. This is where I'm gonna call it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If we pushed really hard to one edge of the map as quickly as possible, and it probably would have to be through the Lost Master. Boy, I don't know, because you're going to have to fight a bard and one of those upgraded Thrusks and a Dweaver and the Lost Master immediately. That's the first pack of enemies. And then there's another pack of enemies only 3 tiles away from them to the south. So you have to do like 30 or 40 damage in the first turn in order to not be facing 7 enemies by the second turn. I don't know, man. This may not be doable, but we will give it every shot we possibly can. So when you come back next time, that's the deal. We're gonna be desperately trying to find a way through this battle, and we'll see you then.